12:30 on your Wednesday. It is March the 3rd. Happy March. Austin Reed back with you on Central Valley Talk and Central Valley Business. We're broadcasting live right now on YouTube TV, Facebook, Instagram, and at CentralValleyTalk.com. Thanks for being with us. Hit me up on Facebook, Austin Reed on Air, also on Instagram and Twitter. I want to welcome our next guest joining us live remotely, my good friend Ari from Degy World. Good afternoon, my friend.
Hey, buddy. How you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
Oh, warm and cozy down here in South Florida. Can't complain.
Can't complain. So let's see. It is, 3:30 there. What's the temperature?
About 82, give or take a half a degree the last time I put my finger outside.
So nice. Now, I have interviewed Ari before on other stations I've been at, and I wanted to introduce Ari and Degy World to our audience here at Central Valley Talk. So it's a pleasure, and we've got a lot to talk about because I want to kind of start off with what Degy World is for our audience here.
Absolutely. So we're a 25-year entertainment company who's used to working in the music business. But obviously when COVID hit, like everybody else, we had to find our pivots. And when shows all got shut down, we said, let's go virtual. And the most unique and weird way to go virtual was by creating our own avatars and getting into an avatar world. So that's where we bore the entire Degy World concept.
So, I mean, this has been going on now for a year. What has the success been for you guys?
Well, we first rolled out a virtual live streaming platform in March because we had to learn virtual. That went for about 3-4 months and then took off and has been a successful pivot for us. But it really wasn't until around July or August when we teamed up with a software company to launch Degy World. It started off a little slow, and I think that's because people and avatars and still figuring out virtual and how long COVID was going to go was probably a concern. Now we're getting phone calls every hour trying to book something in the world.
I love it. And even, as the vaccines are rolling out, some states are lifting restrictions. I think moving forward, this is still going to be a thing. And it could be for another few years, especially with the new variants that are out. And I think with people kind of getting used to being in a digital world, some people like it better.
Yeah, I think there's clear advantages, and I think it has a place for the long haul. I think in the concert space, you're now finding people can access concerts and events around the world and consume it with a lower entry point from the dollars to do so. And I think in our virtual world, where we've also handled many conventions and conferences and executed career fairs, that those are things that generally cost corporations or associations hundreds of thousands of dollars with just food and beverage and hotel and travel costs. And as long as the content is good and you can provide that content in an immersive way like we have, I think that this has a place to stay either as a replacement or as a hybrid model, living the live world and the virtual world and meshing those two together.
What are some of the biggest events that you have done over the last year?
Well, in the live streaming platform, we've been able to help corporations land artists that are generally out of the stratosphere, Alicia Keys, John Legend, and many others, former secretaries of state. So we virtualized those in the live streaming FanFX platform. In Degy World, we've hosted plenty of Fortune 500 companies now and have more lined up. But I'm actually more excited about just finding use cases for those folks who couldn't find a way to solve a problem. So it's those college and universities where we've, starved so many students out of their real social life from colleges, and the way that we can bring student organization fairs and careers and job fairs. All of those things are what get me as excited as anything else.
We're looking at some of the video that's on your website, and I mean, talk about a variety, whether it's private suite rooms or it's a music stage or just a kind of a nice wide open area. Kind of like one of your slogans is a world of opportunity, expo halls. I mean, you name it, you've got it.
Yeah, I mean, there's 60 plus buildings and spaces in the world. And I say plus, and I continue to say plus, because it seems like we add something new each week. Now that we're getting ready to roll out concerts, We needed a merchandise store. We needed a food court. We needed a VIP space for meet and greets. We just launched our social media photo spot where avatars will walk in front of a step and repeat kind of red carpet banner. They'll get with friends, they'll take photos, we'll slick it out and send it out to them. So every week we feel like we're adding something new and building to the world. And I think that continues to find new use cases for folks. But it's exciting. Lots of stuff, lots of things to do.
As far as the live events, will you soon be getting back to that? I think you kind of mentioned it at the beginning of the interview, but what's kind of the plan?
Yeah, on the live entertainment side, we're probably in a better space than most of my friends who are in what we call the B2C space. They're trying to promote big shows and sell tickets to consumers. Our markets are the Department of Defense. We're one of the largest buyers in the world for the U.S. military bases, college campuses, major corporations. And so those are spaces that are a little bit more isolated and insulated, and they can kind of contain themselves better. And they're well funded to be able to bounce back very quickly without having to sell tickets. So I just confirmed a show earlier today for 23 days from now, which will be live and outside on a college campus. That will be my first live show back out on the road.
Wow.
But we're seeing colleges react quickly with some of the good news and the downward trends of COVID for shows in April and May, where they're still trying to squeeze in a Spring Fest, and then military bases shortly thereafter.
So, for our viewers that are watching today, whether they are CEOs or founders or communications director type people, you guys can do it all, whether it's live or virtual.
That's correct. I mean, 25 years, we've helped clients get names, whether it's speakers, comedians, musicians, celebrities, YouTubers, et cetera. So we get a client who has a need in mind to put on entertainment. We not only negotiate the deal, but we execute it from start to finish and make a turnkey situation. So any client, no matter what level of understanding they have of the entertainment business, we can do it both on the live side or on the virtual side.
And I imagine, this last year has been so tough. So for folks that are trapped inside, have been trapped inside, and for them to kind of get out of that element, even if it's virtual, it can make a big difference, especially maybe with even their mental well-being.
Yeah, I mean, look, we all have a craving to be around other people again. I think we saw this week the indication that the music business will bounce back and roar back very quickly with the announcement that the Leeds and the Reading Festival in UK, which are two large festivals happening late in the summer, sold over 170,000 tickets from Live Nation in a weekend. Wow. And while they're on a quicker path to recovery than us, I think that shows you the fervor for people that want to get out of the house, want to, get back into some sense of normalcy. But we also have to take a pause here and make sure that people are going to be safe. And that's why being on the forefront of that as a B2B company and the buyer that we are, the amount of safety and security protocols and plans that we're reviewing on a daily basis to make sure the shows that we're associated with are going to go off safe are critical at this point, because that's going to help us, start our industry back here in the United States. And I'm fortunate to feel like I'm on the forefront of that right now.
I've got about a minute left. Anything else that I missed? Anything else you want to kind of throw out to everybody?
No, I'm just waiting for you to create your avatar and get in the world so you can join us. Every time I offer it up, you're so busy with so many other different deals you got going on that you got to make an avatar and come visit at some point so you and I can go hang out in the arcade.
I know. Now, I should probably have the beige jacket, right, and the blue tie. I think that would look kind of cool. Can I do that?
The good thing is we continue to add to the avatar closet to be as inclusive as possible. So we have the ties and the jackets and the different colors, and you can go with that, and long hair or no hair, a yarmulke or a hijab, or for that matter, we just put a graduation cap and gown in there because we knew there are going to be some folks who can't find a way to properly virtualize their graduations.
Yeah.
So whether it's colleges or high schools or middle schools, and they want to do kind of something different and unique this year because their students lost last year as well, we found a way that we could even throw that into the avatar closet.
And I gotta mention one of the super cool things that you guys did a few months ago, which unfortunately I wasn't able to attend because I was sick and dealing with some health issues, was you put together a virtual conference with different people and their careers, and they did kind of explain what it was exactly.
Yeah, most of the time we're virtualizing stuff for other people, but we said we own this world. We could do anything, anytime, and let's do some good with it. So we did our CEAS, our College Entertainment and Education Summit, which you were going to be part of. And we brought in a whole morning worth of great programming, learning for students at colleges, how to program virtually, how to, better their mental health. And in the afternoon, we brought in career professionals to do all sorts of panels on career, building and networking and writing resumes. And we did it all for free for any college student. We had signups of nearly 1,000 students. And it was a great way that we could kind of give back to the college community for no cost.
That's amazing. If you do it again, I promise I will be there, even if I'm in the hospital.
Well, I don't have a cane yet or a hospital bed in the avatar closet, so I need you to be on the mend and ready to go in a tie and a suit. So we'll wait until you're recovered.
Yeah, no hospital scrubs.
No, nothing there. But we might virtualize a hospital at some point.
Hey,
I'm thinking about malls and other concepts and speed dating. Maybe I can virtualize a hospital. I'll have to work on that.
Oh, here's an idea. Like doing stuff that or like centers that I don't know, like an old bar or a, because even malls, like some malls are becoming obsolete, so like doing really cool things from the 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, things that you don't see much anymore.
Can you imagine being in the Valley in Fresno and wanting to see all of the home improvement businesses all in one place?
Yes.
So you didn't have to go to each of their websites and chat at each of the bots or go visit them, but you could come into a virtual mall in Degy World and go from booth to booth and have a direct conversation and buy their products right from inside. Just wait. I think we got a couple of months and we'll have that on the line.
I know. I'm like, did we just spark a $1 million idea?
Exclusive release right here on Austin's show. But
that's right. That's right.
We're test marketing something special right now here in South Florida. If the concept rolls out right, I think Degy World will hopefully have new, different use cases for various business lines that we hadn't even thought about a couple of weeks ago. So what's so exciting is the evolution of what you can do in virtual and what we as a company can do to really help people out.
Website and best way to get a hold of you or anybody at Degy.
Well, so many people have my cell phone, they get me that way, but Degy.com, D as in dog, EGY.com. Is our entertainment site, and then the avatar site is DegyWorld.com, DegyWorld.com. Set up a tour with your friends, with your company. We'll bring you all in as avatars. Austin will take you on a tour through the world, and we'll have a lot of fun. So go on the Degy World or the Degy site and send us a note anytime.
All right, very good. Ari, good to see you again. Thanks for coming on. I really appreciate it.
Always, buddy. Be healthy, be well.
Thank you. You too. I'm Austin Reed. You're watching Central Valley Talk. We're back with another live guest in just a bit. But we have a lot of guests today, so stay with us throughout the afternoon for all of it.